Mhm. So I got this. I'm listening to the Nevada legislatures talk about SB 8 and Senate Bill 8 and what it actually does. I'm going to have to stop this year. Oh, no. So I got this. And so here we are. Let's just understand what it actually says, because I was reading through it, scanning very quickly, and then understanding what it was addressing. And I don't know how we're going to address what it's supposed to be addressing, and that is just real. Here you go. Okay, move this over so I can access it. Here we go. Listen up, y'all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, SB 8, Senate Bill No. 8, Committee on Government Affairs, on behalf of the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services, pre-filed November 16, 2022, underscore, 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 referred to Committee on Government Affairs summary, revises provisions relating to juvenile justice. BDR 23-262, fiscal note, effect on local government, no. Effect on the state, no. Explanation. Matter in bolded italics is new. Matter between brackets, omitted material is material to be omitted. ANACT relating to juvenile justice, designation criminal investigators employed by the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services as Category 2 peace officers, and providing other matters properly relating thereto. Legislative Council's Digest. Existing law classifies peace officers as Category I, Category 2 or Category 3 peace officers and requires peace officers in each category to meet certain training and educational requirements. NRS 289.460, 289.470, 289.480, 289.510, Section 1 of this bill designates criminal investigators employed by the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services as Category 2 peace officers. Section 2 of this bill makes a conforming change necessitated by the addition of criminal investigators to the list of Category 2 peace officers in Section 1. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate and Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1. NRS 289.470 is hereby amended to read as follows. 289.470, Category 2 peace officer means asterisk SB 8 asterisk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 2. 1. The bailiffs of the district courts, justice courts and municipal courts whose duties require them to carry weapons and make arrests. 2. Subject to the provisions of NRS 258.070, constables and their deputies. 3. Inspectors employed by the Nevada Transportation Authority who exercise those powers of enforcement conferred by Chapters 706 and 712 of NRS. 4. Special investigators who are employed full-time by the office of any district attorney or the attorney general. 5. Investigators of arson for fire departments who are specially designated by the appointing authority. 6. Investigators for the State Forester Fire Warden who are specially designated by the State Forester Fire Warden and whose primary duties are related to the investigation of arson. 7. Agents of the Nevada Gaming Control Board who exercise the powers of enforcement specified in NRS 289.360, 463.140 or 463.1405, except those agents whose duties relate primarily to auditing, accounting, the collection of taxes or license fees, or the investigation of applicants for licenses. 8. investigators and administrators of the Division of Compliance Enforcement of the Department of Motor Vehicles who perform the duties specified in subsection 2 of NRS 481.048. 9. Officers and investigators of the Section for the Control of Emissions from Vehicles and the Enforcement of Matters related to the use of special fuel of the Department of Motor Vehicles who perform the duties specified in subsection 3 of NRS 481.0481. 10. Legislative police officers of the state of Nevada. 11. Parole counselors of the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services. 12. Criminal investigators who are employed by the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services. 13. Juvenile probation officers and deputy juvenile probation officers employed by the various judicial districts in the state of Nevada or by a Department of Juvenile Justice Services established by ordinance pursuant to NRS 62G.210, whose official duties require them to enforce court orders on juvenile offenders and make arrests. 13. 14. Field investigators of the Taxicab Authority. 14. 15. Security officers employed full-time by a city or county whose official duties require them to carry weapons and make arrests. 15. 16. The chief of a Department of Alternative Sentencing created pursuant to MRS 2118.080 and the assistant alternative sentencing officers employed by that department. Asterisk SB8 asterisk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3, 16. 17. Agents of the Cannabis Compliance Board who exercise the powers of enforcement specified in NRS 289.355. 17. 18. Criminal investigators who are employed by the Secretary of State, and 18. 19. The Inspector General of the Department of Corrections and any person employed by the department as a criminal investigator. Sec. 2. NRS 289.480 is hereby amended to read as follows. 289.480. Category 3 Peace Officer means a peace officer whose authority is limited to correctional services, including the superintendents and correctional officers of the Department of Corrections. The term does not include a person described in subsection 1819 of NRS 289.470. Sec. 3. This act becomes effective upon passage and approval. H asterisk SB8 asterisk.
It's just real. Look at something else. I have to stop the share. Go back to the share screen. Go back here. One more time. Go back to preview. Oh, like that. We can share this for a minute. Maybe. Maybe not. No, I don't think so. No. That was important. All of it's important, actually. What we're doing and how we're participating in the oversight of the public services every day. It's critical as we are not having these conversations. And I can't ask myself why, because I don't understand anymore what we're not doing, as it is us. What's today anyway? Today's the 17th. And this is where we were. We sitting there. And I just want you to look at first of everything that was on the menu. Look, I stopped at Senate Bill 8. But look at all of these things are changing in Nevada. Revises calendar, everything is on the menu here. Let's just keep going for a minute. Healthcare, okay, let's just keep, hey, it's real. And all these bill drafts are on the menu. Look, interstate teacher compact mobility. I mean, these are all bills relating to change, revises related to education. Let's be looking at that SB 340. And look at the text. Let's download it. And then, where is it? Here it is. And let's just let it read for a second. I might stop the share to do the share correctly. Share the screen, share the screen. This one. And what happened to the download? I have the download. Oh, I have to go back there. There we go. And let's select it all. Don't know how many pages, but let's do it. Boo.
SB 340 Senate Bill No. 340 Senators Don Durloop, Kenneth Sorrow, Nguyen, Spearman, Neal, Daly, Donate, Lang, OHRENSCHALL, Pazina, and Scheibel March 20th, 2023, underscore 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 referred to Committee on Education summary, revises provisions relating to education. BDRS 10, fiscal note. Effect on local government may have fiscal impact. Effect on the state, no. Contains unfunded mandate. Paragraph 1, not requested by affected local government. Explanation. Matter in bolded italics is new. Matter between brackets, omitted material is material to be omitted. ANACT relating to education. Requiring the Board of Trustees of a school district and the State Public Charter School Authority to submit to the Superintendent of Public Instruction plans for the provision of summer school to certain pupils, requiring the submission to certain entities of certain reports relating to such plans for the provision of summer school, and providing other matters properly relating thereto. Legislative Council's Digest. Section 1 of this bill requires the Board of Trustees of each school district and to the State Public Charter School Authority to submit to the Superintendent of Public Instruction a plan to provide summer school to pupils in all grades during the 2023-4 and 2024 calendar years. Section 1 sets forth certain requirements for the plan to provide summer school. Section 1 further requires the Board of Trustees of a School 6 district or the governing body of a charter school, as applicable, to provide 7 transportation and certain meals to pupils who attend summer school. Section 1 sets forth requirements relating to the hiring and payment of teachers and other non-personnel for summer school. Section 1 also authorizes the Board of Trustees of each school district or the State Public Charter School Authority to use any 11 available resources for the provision of summer school. Section 2 of this bill requires the Board of Trustees of each school district and the State Public Charter School Authority to submit a report containing certain information relating to summer school to the Superintendent of Public Instruction 15 on or before November 30th. 2023 and November 30th, 2024, respectively. Section 2. Asterisk SB 340 asterisk. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 2 also requires the Superintendent of Public Instruction to submit a compilation of such reports to various governmental entities. Section 2 requires the Board of Trustees of a school district and the state public charter school authority to identify separately for pupils who attended summer school in person and through a program of virtual learning one or more measures of pupil achievement, including measures that compare the results of any standardized assessment or examination administered, 1. in the spring of the 2022-2023 school year with the results of any assessment or examination administered in the fall of the 2023-2024 school year, and 2. in the spring of the 2023-2024 school year with the results of any assessment or examination administered in the fall of the 2024-2025 school year. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate and Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1. 1. Not later than 30 days after the effective date of this act, the Board of Trustees of each school district and the state public charter school authority shall submit to the Superintendent of Public Instruction a plan to provide summer school to pupils in all grades during the 2023 and 2024 calendar years. The plan must include, without limitation, A. the option for pupils to attend summer school either in person or through a program of virtual learning, and B. the manner in which the school district, schools within the school district, the state public charter school authority or charter school sponsored by the state public charter school authority will target pupils who are most at risk of loss of learning to receive services under the plan, including, without limitation, 1. pupils who are members of a household that lacks the financial resources necessary to access services to address loss of learning. 2. Pupils in grade 11 or 12 who are credit deficient. 3. Pupils in pre-kindergarten or kindergarten. 4. Pupils in grade 1, 2 or 3 who are deficient in the subject areas of mathematics or reading. 5. Pupils in middle school or high school who are deficient in the subject areas of science, technology, engineering, the arts or mathematics. 6. Pupils with disabilities. 7. Pupils who are English learners, and 8. Pupils who are chronically absent. 2. Body of a charter school, as applicable, shall provide transportation services and school breakfast and school lunch to pupils who attend summer school pursuant to subsection 1. Asterisk SB 340 asterisk the Board of Trustees of a school district or the governing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 3. All persons hired to work in summer school pursuant to subsection 1, including, without limitation, teachers, other licensed personnel and support personnel, A, except as otherwise provided in subsection 4, must already have a contract to work at a school within the school district or the charter school, as applicable, and B, shall receive compensation for working in summer school based upon the rate in the contract between the employee and the school, in addition to the regular compensation of the employee, subject to any collective bargaining agreement. 4. If a school district or charter school is unable to hire a sufficient number of persons to work in summer school pursuant to paragraph A of subsection 3, the school district or charter school may hire retired public employees pursuant to NRS 286.523. If a school district or charter school hires a retired public employee pursuant to this subsection, the public employee must have submitted his or her fingerprints to the school district, governing body of a charter school or superintendent of public instruction, as applicable, for a report on the criminal history of the public employee recently enough that a report on the criminal history of the public employee does not have to be completed again. 5. The compensation that is paid to an employee pursuant to subsection 3 must not be included for the purposes of calculating the future retirement benefits of the employee. 6. The Board of Trustees of a school district or the governing body of a charter school are authorized to use any available resources in carrying out the plan developed pursuant to subsection 1. Sec. 2. 1. on or before November 30th, 2023, and November 30th, 2024, respectively, the Board of Trustees of each school district and the State Public Charter School Authority shall submit to the Superintendent of Public Instruction a report on the plan to provide summer school developed pursuant to Section 1 of this Act. On or before December 31st, 2023, and December 31st, 2024, respectively, the Superintendent of Public Instruction shall submit a compilation of the reports received pursuant to this subsection to A. The Fiscal Analysis Division of the Legislative Council Bureau, B. The Governor, C. The Interim Finance Committee, and D. The Joint Interim Standing Committee on Education. 2. The report submitted pursuant to subsection 1 must, without limitation, A. Identify the results of summer school provided to pupils pursuant to Section 1 of this Act. Asterisk SB 340 asterisk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 4B. Outline the amount of federal money received and how federal, state, and local money was used to administer summer school. C. State the number of pupils who attended summer school in person. D. State the number of pupils who attended summer school through a program of virtual learning. E. State the number of pupils who used transportation services. F. State the number of pupils who receive school breakfast or school lunch, and G. Identify separately for pupils who attended summer school in person and pupils who attended summer school through a program of virtual learning. One or more measures of pupil achievement, including, without limitation, measures that compare the results of any standardized assessment or examination administered by the school district or charter school, as applicable, during the spring of the 2022-2023 school year with the results of any standardized assessment or examination administered during the fall of the 2023-2024 school year. 2. One or more measures of pupil achievement, including, without limitation, measures that compare the results of any standardized assessment or examination administered by the school district or charter school during the spring of the 2023-2024 school year with the results of any standardized assessment or examination administered during the fall of the 2024-2025 school year. And 3. The attendance of the pupils. Sec. 3. The provisions of NRS 354.599 do not apply to any additional expenses of a local government that are related to the provisions of this Act. Sec. 4. This Act becomes effective upon passage and approval, and expires by limitation on December 31st, 2024. H asterisk SB 340 asterisk.
Okay, you have to understand what's changing. And did you hear all the areas in which they have to address? And that's the people in poverty, boo. But stop to share. Share the screen. Go back here. No, it's not that one, it's this one. And gotta go back one. And we're gonna go back to the rest of the provisions here. I believe we're still sharing. I'll stop and share again just to make sure I'm still sharing. And I am. Revises provisions to civil actions, water, firearm, master governing plans. What is that 169? Master governing plans. And now you see, when you don't have a voice in anything that's going on, as has been going on since February, and I don't know which committee it is, but land use. And heat migration and master plans. Really. What are we going to do? As I ask the question, who are you in the year of 2023? because all of this is going through revising. And if we're not caught up in the conversation, we will never get there. So it's up to you to log on to the Daily File, April 17th, 2023, and convene at 11 a.m. And we've got to go through all of this, and I'm sure it's not over. But until we meet again, bro, like, subscribe, and follow me. I'm over there on Spotify, Parent Empowerment Hour. I need 100 subscribers. That's 100 subscribers is no lie. But I'm looking for subscribers. So until we meet again, bro, share, and share alike. Got to end my meeting.